The dream of many women is to become pregnant, feel the growth of a child inside her, and endure labor pains in order to experience the miracle of childbirth. This is easier said than done for some women. I've seen firsthand the agony and anguish women and men go through when conception seems like an impossibility. I have friends and relatives who have experienced this devastation. Watching their hopes rise and crash each month is heartbreaking. Their doctors did tests, prescribed medications, and performed procedures, but to no avail. None of these couples looked into natural ways to conceive, gave up hope, and adopted. Adoption is a beautiful, wonderful, life-saving gift, but it can't replace carrying and delivering your own child. I felt compelled to investigate natural options to solve infertility, and this book is the result of my research and my desire to help those struggling to conceive. I figured I would have no problem finding a plethora of information on the internet, my local library, and even my closest doctor's office. What I found was, most articles were outdated, written before 2012, and much of the information was repetitive, and many unqualified people have fancy-looking websites and lots of hot air to spew. I wanted to present as much information on this topic with as much accuracy as possible. Those people struggling to conceive want answers, proven results, and don't want to spend hours, days, weeks to find what they are looking for. My hope is this book will answer your questions about natural fertility methods for women aged 20 to 45, explain common male and female fertility problems and solutions, give a structured plan on how to get pregnant, list supplements, exercise, and dietary needs for preconception, and discuss the psychological side of getting pregnant. I also became aware of the insensitivity of many people in the general public and medical field in regards to infertility and the desire to use all natural methods to aid conception. First, traditional doctors usually want to go the route of medications and procedures to help with fertility. I swear they receive a major kickback from the pharmaceutical companies. They rarely want to discuss natural, holistic ways to approach medical issues. I've heard of doctors actually rolling their eyes at couples requesting natural solutions. I know from personal experience 3 of my doctors, OBGYN, GP, and psychiatrist, always suggest drugs as the first choice of treatment. Second, if you mention to people you are trying to conceive or are having difficulty getting pregnant, everyone and their brother feel it's appropriate to share their story, whether it relates to you or not. I remember when I was 8 months pregnant, every woman I ran into decided to tell me about her nightmarish labor and delivery. Everyone thinks they're an expert because they've been pregnant. Guess what? You're not. Couples who are trying to conceive are usually emotional. They've made the decision to bring another life into this world, and that decision should not be taken lightly. Sharing horror stories and making light of the situation is not comforting. At some baby showers I've attended, the guests are asked to share their best advice with the mommy-to-be. My advice? Don't listen to anyone's advice. Every conception, pregnancy, and delivery is unique. Let each woman experience the ups and downs for herself. If she asks for your thoughts, then share. Otherwise, wish her well and keep your mouth shut. Third, I was blessed not to have trouble getting pregnant, but a month or so after my daughter was born, my hormones and emotions went on the ride from hell. I wasn't diagnosed with postpartum depression, but I knew something was wrong. I constantly feared my child's life was in danger, my anger would quickly spiral out of control, and I cried every night because I was the worst mother. Unfortunately, 17 years ago, natural approaches to my symptoms weren't easily found. I felt trapped and went the route of traditional doctors and medication. Lots of medication. I was put on antipsychotics, antidepressants, and mood stabilizers. These medications created a situation where I was advised to not get pregnant again. I was told my life and the life of my unborn child would be at serious risk.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.